Hello, my name is Willem de Kooning and today I'm going to show you how I created this portrait with the Derwent Inktense paint pen set in my art journal. First, I will mix a green color with several colors of the set and bring it on the paper. Bring it more water because I want to have a soft focus of those leaves. With the tissue paper I'm getting rid of the excess water and building it up. Darker color, finding the form of those leaves, one at a time. Some extra contrast in those leaves, more darkness. So you go from light till dark, building it up layer by layer. More contrast in those leaves. Some extra darkness with a smaller brush. Some little details in those leaves. Last details, some lines, more contrast. Then a dark color. No, I start with the skin tone. So I will create a skin tone with an ochre and a red and a lot of water and put a first layer down on the skin. Dab it with your tissue paper if it's too much. Building it up. A darker color around the neck. In between those leaves. The nose, around the eyes, building it up. And be aware of how the watercolor dry, so watch for it. You can help it drying by taking the excess away with the tissue paper, bringing more color with the brush in the wet surface. So you have to be continuously watching how the watercolor is drying on your paper and help if necessary. Building it up, getting it darker, layer upon layer. The color of the lips is the same as the skin tone, only more red in that mixture. And leave the glossy, shiny white on the lips open. We're not working with the white, we need the white of the paper. Now the dark color that I already made in my palette. A blue-brown color. Giving the eye a brown color. Leave a little dot white open of the paper for the shimmer in the eye, the eyeliner. The same color I'm using in the nose to get the shade and in the mouth. Building it up. Eyebrows, building up with little hairs, layer upon layer. Some detail underneath the eyes. More water in the skin tone. Another layer around the nose and the mouth. Creating more contrast in the face by building up layer upon layer of skin tone. But be careful, leave some paper open. Then again the lips. The upper lip is darker than the underlip. Place the shade in the face on the correct way and building up that contrast. Underneath the chin, so the neck is darker. Then with a big brush, I'm creating a black hair, but I'm creating with the blue and the brown, a very dark color. I paint the hair one by one, building it up along the head and leaving some white open. Darker color, building it up with many different colors. Blue, brown, dark color to create the dark, almost black hair. Around the head, be careful. The skin tone is dry, that's why I can put the hair next to the skin. If the skin was still wet, you have to wait until it's dry, because otherwise the black blue color will flow in the wet surface of the skin tone, and that's not what you want. So patience is something you have to have when you work with watercolors. Building it up, getting it darker. And then the other side, the hair between those leaves. Important is that you don't paint it all in one color, but several colors, several lines, leave some white open in between. Bringing more contrast, more darkness. Black, blue, black, brown, blue, a combination of those three colors. More dark around the ear and around the jawline. More darkness in the eyes. Eyebrows, lashes, be aware, don't make them too dark. Building it up. Checking if everything is okay by contrast and form. Some extra darkness in those lips. Always checking the contrast in the painting. Shade around the neck can be darker because the dark of the hair brings more contrast in this picture, so the other shade color has to be more darker to get the contrast in the whole picture better balanced, if you know what I mean. So the neck is darker, the mouth, underneath the nose, underneath the eyebrows, above the eyes. Around the hairline, on the face. Again underneath the eyes, the cheek, then the last details in those leaves. Here and there a line. Take the excess away with a tissue paper, bringing more form in those leaves. I hope you enjoy this video of me making a portrait with the Derwent Inktense paint pen set. There is also a real-time version you can watch here on my YouTube channel. Until next time, bye!